Matt, an away day and 3 points to start the season. That must be very pleasing.
Yeah, really pleasing. I thought that first half we were not quite where we wanted to be, and the boys spoke really well amongst themselves at half time, as did I. We addressed what we wanted to do better, and I thought they did that second half, and to do it in front of our supporters, to score a couple of goals in front of them and play with the intensity that we want to be as a team, as a group. Yeah, really pleasing.
I was going to say that because second half seemed to start immediately. Obviously, you made the change and brought Nigel on, but then all of a sudden there was a chance at one end, and then it felt like the game started to open up a little bit. It must be really pleasing because surely all words are sort of still ringing in their ears from that point.
Yeah, and I think it's not going to be easy for us away from home. We're coming up against some really good teams. We've got to be really careful not to. There's no expectancy in terms of we just roll up. It's not going to happen. Darren, as I said yesterday on Wednesday, is a fantastic manager with a really good group, and it was always going to be tough to really impose and implement ourselves because the sun was out, the pitch wasn't exactly zipping around, so we had to find a different way. But yeah, the terms of the relentless nature and the pressing, the way we want to be as a team, we saw that second half in droves, and I'm really pleased the way the group went and performed.
And two very different tests. Obviously, Wimbledon, a newly promoted team, to come to Kenilworth Road and perhaps sit a little bit deeper. And then Peterborough at this level, very accomplished, like you said about Darren Ferguson and their side. But here, they're going to upset many teams. So that must be another thing to sort of tick off the challenge sheet almost.
Yeah, and we know that away from home, we're going to have to find different ways to win games. We're going to have to find different ways to overcome our opposition. And we weren't quite at it in the first half where we wanted to be, as I've said, but fair play to the boys. We're an evolving group, we're a growing group, we are still loads of new players, trying to find the exact kind of pieces of the jigsaw, how we want to go and play. We know on Friday against Wimbledon we weren't quite as attacking, and we felt like today would give us more opportunities to do so. Once the game opened up second half, we used our attacking players to better qualities, and they produced some chances that we could have had maybe a couple more as well.
Defensively looking really, really sound at the moment. How pleased are you with that shape and that sort of patterns of play and structure in that area?
Yeah, I think it's a fine line and a fine balance, wasn't it? In terms of we want to be really solid as a group and not give too much away, but also we want to play with an attacking instinct as well. So, yeah, I'm pleased with the work the defenders have done, and they're only as good as the boys doing their work in front of them. We've kept a nice distances front to back. We've been quite compact, which is going to be crucial for us. And it's really important that we protect our defenders. Josh again is new to the group. So yeah, it's been some pleasing moments to get 2 clean sheets, and we have to keep going after that defensive work.
And a good 70 minutes on his debut from Jerry Yates, perhaps a little bit earlier than some Luton fans expected to see him. How did you rate his performance?
Yeah, it was a tough one whether to know to throw him in or not. He's not played any minutes pre-season, but he's done a big bulk of work. So we've got that evidence to suggest he was ready to go. I was really pleased. A couple of just mistimed runs where we could have got in beyond, the ball just not quite getting there, or a couple of offsides. But yeah, he really wants to lead the line, doesn't he? Him and Nicky in the press. We're really good with clicks. Led us, especially second half. We had an extra zip about us, an extra intensity about us, and yeah, we're really pleased to welcome Jerry to the group.
And obviously the squad itself is seeming to come together, seeming to get a lot of players on the grass and giving them minutes as well. Carabao Cup action on Tuesday. Will we expect to see a little bit of a rotated 11 on that day?
Yes, there will be. And I think I need to mention Walshy and Nige today, the disappointment for them to miss out on starting, but the way they've conducted themselves. Walshy even took a bit of the warm-up because Foles was back at the brace taking a session with the early kick-off. So fair play to Walshy to conduct himself like that, to make sure that the starters were ready to go. And we've worked really hard in pre-season to get the boys' fitness to a level, and I don't want to see anyone dropping off that. So it's important that everyone tries to get some minutes. We've got a busy period coming up, and we believe the best route on Tuesday is to make some changes. Doesn't mean we're underestimating the challenge, or it's not important to us. We want to go and win the game, but we believe that having fresh legs on the pitch will be crucial to that.
And obviously a competition that Luton have got history in as well, so it'll be a nice opportunity to perhaps remind the group of the legacy of this football club.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a real tough game. Coventry away is not an easy tie and an easy draw at all. So we're going to need energy, we're going to need intensity on the pitch. But yeah, it's got a rich history at our club. We know that for the Cup. So yeah, we'd love to go there and really show ourselves in the best light.